These pictures right here are pictures of my mother. Me and my mother, man, what can I say? Mom was like, an incredible woman. She was so amazing. To me, I feel like there wasn't nothing that she could do, that she cannot do. She brought me into this life, and God blessed me with 44 years with her. Of course, he decided to take her home, but I really want to thank God for giving me the opportunity to spend the time that I did have with her, because she did have cancer, and he allowed me to spend 8 months with her. When we found out when she had cancer, it broke all of our hearts. This lady is very strong. She had raised 3 beautiful daughters. She raised all of her grandkids. She loved them all so dearly. My mom is a blessing to me and my sisters. She has always protected us out of harm's way. She most definitely was our superwoman. My mom, she loved all of us so deeply. And I can tell you some things about my mom that would just make you smile, because she just filled with so much kindness and so much love to give to everybody. I appreciate the fact that my mom never showed favoritism to any of us. This woman, I love her so much. She was the rock that held this family together. Even though she had to face some of her demons, like we all do, she still overcome everything that she did, and was still able to give her love, her support, even when she was fighting her own demons. When we were little, Mom walked us to school every day. I mean, she got so much in the habit that even when I was in high school, when I first started high school, I was just a freshman. She said, I'm gonna walk you to this bus stop no matter what. I don't care about you being 14 in high school. She said, I'm gonna make sure that you're safe, and I'm gonna walk you to this bus stop. She had these curlers in her hair, y'all. I swear, I felt like that was so embarrassing, because I'm up here at the bus stop. There's probably about 6 of us, and my mom is the only one. She was the only parent that was there while we standing there waiting on the bus. So eventually I convinced my mom to not walk me all the way to the bus, but to like walk me halfway, just so that my friends wouldn't see me with my mom. My mom was like the black sheep of her family. She had suffered a lot. When I tell you that this woman is a strong woman, I meant that. This is a lady who could not read or write, couldn't count money that well. She had so many people take advantage of her. And that one main person was my dad. And to this very day, it still hurts. But I forgive him. My grandmother, my mom's mom, she hurted her too as well. She kind of wished that her mother was more of a mother to her than the rest of her siblings. That's the reason why she didn't really finish school, because no one didn't really care if she did or not. And of course, when you're young, you don't want to go to school. You want to play, you want to do other things that you feel that's important besides school. Even though I don't hold anything against my family, my mom doesn't either. You know, when she was a little girl, she got molested when she was a child. So I guess it's one of the reasons why she was so overprotective of us, because she refused anybody to put hands on her kids. And she watched us like hawks, trust me. I actually wish that I would have thought of this idea sooner, just to show her the video that I took time to do this. I wanted her to watch this. It's crazy how I'm thinking about everything now that I should have done when she was here. She told me, she was like, because I got my son Travion name written on my arm. Got it tattooed on my arm, I'm sorry. And I came home. I said, Mama, look. I said, I got Travion name tattooed on me. She said, I know you're gonna get my name tattooed on you. I was like, I think about it. She said, girl, don't play with me. She said, you're gonna get my name tattooed on you. And I was like, I said, yeah, well, eventually I will, but I said, you hearing me now, so I ain't gonna do it. When I tell you, y'all, she was so mad. And she was like, why you can't do it now? And I'm like, look, lady, we're not gonna talk about this. When I tell you, boy, she would have you laughing and bugging up, I mean it. Me and my cousin Tasha, we used to get into it a lot. And then we used to get in trouble a lot. And it usually be by my mama. I remember this day, it was Halloween. Me and my cousin Tasha, for Halloween, we decided to dress up like business ladies, right? We had this briefcase in our hand. Boy, you couldn't tell us nothing. So we got all dressed up, got the briefcase, told my mama, was like, Mama, she was like, we're gonna go trick-or-treating, me and Tasha. She said, She said, like the hell you would. She said, y'all don't march your little asses back in that house and put on some decent clothes. She said, ain't no way I'm gonna let y'all go out here thinking y'all business women. You need to be wearing some costumes. Me and Tasha was so mad because it took us a while to get dressed and come up with that idea. Man, me and Tasha used to sneak out the house. Oh, we used to get in trouble so much because my mama would actually catch us. And she'll march our little tails right back on in the house. I remember one time we went over this boy house. Usually we don't bring my sister Quita with us, but we had told our parents that we were going, I forgot what we said we was going somewhere, and my mama was like, you better bring your sister with you. And I'm like, no, I want to bring Quita with me. She was like, if you don't bring Quita with you, then y'all ain't going nowhere. So I was like, fine, we can bring Quita. So we walked over this boy house that we knew. We talking and having fun, playing music. Quita, for some reason, wasn't feeling it. She was like, she called me over. I'm like, what? Says she like, this don't feel right. I'm like, what are you talking about? She say, we gonna get in trouble. I said, we not gonna get in trouble. I said, how gonna get in trouble? It ain't like she gonna find out. And then Quita was like, I want to go home right now. And me and Tasha was like, why, girl, stay here with us. You're not gonna go home yet. In a little bit. Quita was like, no, I'm going home now. And she left. We didn't care. We did not care if she left or not. She left. She went on home. The little telltale told on us. She told on us. But me and Tasha, we wasn't really expecting her to tell on us for real, but she did. So when Quita got to the house, she told Mama where we was at. And my mama and Quita, she took her to the boy's house. Mom knocked on the door. Of course, the boy opened the door. And my mama went in that house and she was like, y'all bring y'all little nappy head ass on with me. What y'all doing in this boy house? Y'all know better. Boy, when I tell you that was so embarrassing. Oh my God, it was so embarrassing. We was getting dragged by my mama out the boy's house. So when we finally got home, all of me and Tasha got a whooping. And Quita, she didn't get a whooping, but my mom yelled at her. But when she got done whooping us, she was like, y'all come on in this kitchen and get y'all some donuts. Me and Tasha looked like, did they just tell us we can come in the kitchen and get some donuts? She was like, girl, yeah. And I'm like, okay. We went in the kitchen, got some donuts. It's like, it was like we ain't never got a whooping. My mom, she my best friend. Wherever you spot her at, you spotted me. Wherever she at, I'm with her. Because if y'all see my mama, y'all gonna see me. We was like this tight. We done everything together. But my mom used to help me sneak boys in the house. Well, she only did this one time for this particular boy because I like him so much. And my dad, he wasn't feeling me. He was like, no boys in the room. I'm not playing that. But my mom, she trusted this boy and she snuck him on upstairs in my room. To this very day, I don't even think my dad even know. Which, when I tell you we had so much fun, she loved taking pictures. When I tell you that this right here, this woman, so beautiful. Boy, when I tell you a lady can walk in some heels, When I tell you she can walk in them pumps, I meant that. I mean, I had tried so hard for years to walk in some pumps, and I just could not get it. My mama said, maybe the reason why you can't walk in them pumps because you need an arch in your feet. And she was like, you ain't got no arch in your feet. You can't walk in no high pumps, baby. She was like, cause you're flat-footed, so she said it ain't gonna work. And I was like, oh, why I gotta be so flat-footed? Cause I love the shoes my mom used to wear on her feet when she used to get all dressed up. We had it hard when my dad decided to leave. I had Jasmine. This is the time when I had Jasmine when my dad left, because he got hooked on drugs really bad. And this is where our lights got turned off, gas got turned off, the mortgage wasn't getting paid. And my mom was getting a check, but it wasn't enough to cover every bill and mortgage too in my house. And here it is, I have this little girl, which is my daughter Jasmine. And when I tell you, my mom stayed so depressed, so worried, like she could not believe this had happened to her, to my dad. Like, she put her full trust in him. She trusted and believed in him to make our family work and to stick together, you know, bond together as one. And all my life, I've been raised by my mom and my dad. Like, when I was little, my dad was in my life, you know. He would take us back and forth to school sometimes. And again, like I said, mom did it mostly though, but my dad had the time. He used to drive the school bus, and some days he'll come and get us, me and my sisters, and take us to school in that school bus. But my mom, when I tell you that she fought a long, hard battle, she has. You know, when I had Jasmine, I really wish that it was more that I can do, but I couldn't do anything. Jazzy was little, like a baby, and I tried to get my mom out that house when the lights and the gas and stuff got turned off, but she refused to leave. And I had no other choice but to leave her. I got honest truth, I really didn't want to. But I couldn't stay in that house with no food, no light, no gas, with my baby. But every day I would go to the house and check up on my mama every day, see if she okay. And for a few months, I go over there every day for a few months, and I couldn't get my mama to talk, say anything to me. She just sat there and she just sat down looking out the window. That's all she did every time I came. Of course, I told, you know, her sisters, you know, the condition that she was in, and us too, but my mom refused to leave that house. My mom finally left the house when they came to put her out. Then she had no other choice. And of course, I was there with her. You know, we called my cousin Tab to help move, you know, help move my mom, because there was so much stuff in that big house that we had. My Auntie Claire came and my Aunt Amy. I really thought, when they came, I really thought they was coming to help, but all they did was stop by, gave my mama $10 and say I'm sorry that I couldn't do more for you, but Auntie Claire said you will always be my sister. And her and Amy left. We moved into my auntie. She moved into my auntie apartments that she had. Even though the apartment that she had wasn't ready to rent out, it wasn't ready to be rented out, but she gave it to my mama because my mama had nowhere to go. And when I tell you this apartment was so messed up, y'all, it had lead in it and everything, like, but it was either that or her being out in the streets, and I couldn't have her to be out in the streets like that. My mom's sister did her pretty wrong though. Even though she knew that her situation and she shouldn't get this little check once a month, and the place wasn't even finished, it wasn't even livable, and she still charged her for rent of like $300-something or something to be in an unsafe environment that she was in. I would expect from Marianne to have let my mom live rent free until she'd be able to get up on her feet, you know, at least apply for Section 8, you know, and hopefully the things come through. I was really expecting her to be, you know, the good sister, you know, but it broke my heart to know that she wasn't at the time. Hurried a lot when they were moving my mom's stuff. She had her little glasses and stuff, you know, all boxed up and everything. Mom made sure she took plate by plate and made sure it was wrapped up real good. Her glasses, made sure she wrapped up the newspaper real good. Just to find out that my auntie husband, Dave, was throwing her boxes on the floor like it wasn't nothing. And it's funny because when they got done moving all her boxes and stuff, you know, in the house, this lady upstairs from her came downstairs, you know, and she was like, ma'am, she was like, you just moved in here now, right? And she was like, yeah, I'm living down here. And she was like, sweetie, I'm sorry to tell you, but whoever was moving your stuff, they were just throwing your boxes here and there. And she was like, all I heard was glass breaking. And I said, and she said, I just had to tell you, sweetie, because whoever you hired to move them boxes, was doing you wrong and throwing them boxes on the floor. Couldn't believe it. I was like, wow, we didn't even know this lady, you know. Then when we finally got a chance to unpack mom's stuff, the lady was right. There was so many crystal glasses that my mom had that was broken. And my mom, she loved to collect the little crystal glasses of like ducks, turtles, whatever. As long as it was glass, she collected. It broke her heart to find out that almost every piece that she had for years was broken by her sister husband. Now when my mom confronted my sister about it and said that that's what the neighbor upstairs had said, of course Marianne denied and didn't want to hear it, you know, saying that that glass must already have been broken before they even touched the box and moved it. So it was hopeless to sit up here and argue with her. So we left it alone. You know, I finally decided to get a car, save my money to get a car because me and my mom, we was getting tired of going to the store and have to walk to Snooks to get us groceries. When I tell you we was getting tired of that, boy, we was drained. It was me, my mama, and my 4 kids. We all going to the store, getting the groceries, carrying the bags, you know, walking down the street, getting to the house. I finally got that car. I called it my little white putt-putt. But it got me from point A to point B, though. I was proud of that car, y'all. Anyway, my mom was proud too because she didn't have to walk no more. But we got in my little putt-putt. We went everywhere, did what we needed to do. Went to the grocery store, did a little shopping for clothes, you name it. We was on the road. She was my friend, y'all. You know, we did a lot together. And I just want to take the time to tell God how grateful I am. Because He blessed me with an incredible mom. Ain't no way in the world I would ever trade her for any other mom. No way. I want to say thank God for giving me such a beautiful, strong woman. And He put her in my life. And she helped me and I helped her. I was playing this one song in the car. It was Ashanti. And it was that song called Thank You. My mom listened to that song the first time, and she was like, once the song was over, she was like, baby, she's like, play that song again. So she must have liked it when she told me to play it again. So I played it again. She said, baby, I'm like, what, mama? She was like, I dedicate that song to you. I'm like, what? I said, Mom, you ain't got to say thank you to me. I said, I know how much you appreciate me and I appreciate you. And she was like, no, I want to dedicate this song to you. Because she said that you're a blessing. You was a blessing, you know, and you've been there to help me through all this. And I was like, Mom, I'm your daughter, that's what I'm supposed to do. You know, I helped my mom, and my mom helped me, you know. And that song just stuck with me. And I mean, this lady, I was so happy. Like, whatever you did for her, she didn't mind saying thank you, and she was so appreciative for any kind of help that anyone was willing to give her. Even when you did her wrong, even if you stole her money, talked bad about her behind her back, did little evil things like her sister did, my dad did, you know, like my auntie Claire did to her, you know, she still found it in her heart to forgive, you know. And that's one of the things that I love about her. She didn't hold those grudges, and you know, don't get me wrong, she wasn't no fool. You know, she'll speak to you, say hi, but one thing she will not do is hang with you. She like, I learned my lesson with y'all. I'm not I speak. I'll call you every once in a while and see how you doing. But hanging with you is a no-no. I love my mother. But I have to admit, I was in denial. About the doctor saying she had cancer. I was like, Mama, we gonna get through this. I was like, Mama, don't cry. I said, gonna be all right. I was like, I got you. All right, we're gonna get you better. I was like, the doctor said you need to try to eat more, mama, and drink plenty of water. So I encouraged her to eat and drink lots of water. Now, one thing she did do, she drank that water, and for 1 or 2 months there, she was doing real good with eating. They made me proud because she wasn't barely eating anything. And I was cooking these, you know, these meals for her, asking her, what you want to eat, lady? I was like, I remember when you used to, when we was young, you used to fix us them oxtails and potatoes and ham hocks and stuff. And she was like, She said, well, I can go for some oxtails, baby, and some potatoes. But she was like, I haven't had that in a while. I was like, yeah, okay, Mama, I got you. I got you. I said, the cornbread. She was like, yeah, the cornbread, baby. So my mama got to eating real good. When I tell y'all she got to eating real good, trust me. She was getting snacks, candy. This lady, her favorite fast food restaurant when it comes to fish sandwiches is McDonald's. And she would say, I said, Mama, you want a fish sandwich? She said, yeah, baby, I want a fish sandwich. I said, okay, you want a fish sandwich and a chocolate malt? Because that's what they used to call it back then, and that's what she still called to this very day, you know. I want a chocolate malt, baby. I'm like, oh, what? See, I want a chocolate malt. I'm like, Mama, what is that? She said, girl, it's a shake. And I said, well, Mama, won't you just say it's a shake? Oh, man. And then she'll say, I don't just want one sandwich, because she called it sandwich. And she was like, I want 2 sandwiches. I said, Mom, I said, are you sure you're going to eat 2 sandwiches? She said, girl, I want 2 fish sandwiches. So I was like, okay. I'm like, Mom, you know what? I'm going to buy these 2 fish sandwiches and you better eat it. She was like, girl, don't worry about it. I will. Well, when I tell you the lady was turning them fish sandwiches up, I was so proud of her. And then she still wanted, you know, little snacks, you know. She loved Oreo cookies. You know, she'll turn Oreo cookies up. She loved Twists. Now, she used to eat that a lot, you know. The one thing about my mom, she loved candy. She eats some candy, boy, I'm telling you. That woman, she's so amazing, you know. And it was so easy to, like, please her. Because, like, for her birthday, or just doing something for her because you want to give it to her. Like, whatever you gave her, she was so thankful and so happy and feel joy. And when I say it could be something simple as a teddy bear or a balloon or a flower, even if it's just one flower, which her favorite flower is a red rose, which is why I'm wearing it in my hair to represent my mom. As you can see, she got the red rose, and red was her favorite color. I miss her. I miss her. When I used to feel down, sad about anything, I'd be on that phone and call her and be like, Mom, I'm coming over. She's like, girl, what you coming by my house for? What you want? I'm like, Mama, I'm coming over. And she was like, well, girl, come on over. So I come over and I just pour my heart out to her. And she was like, you stop all that crying. It's like, you're too pretty to be crying, girl. Just stop that. Look how beautiful you is. She was like, just just stop it. She was like, do you have any idea, baby, if I was able to read and to write and to be able to drive? She said, I would not be in no house crying over no man or anything else. She said, she said, I'd be on that road and I have my job, going everywhere and doing everything that makes me happy. And she said, I want you to do the same thing too. She said, stop sitting and crying over a man that don't even want to be kept. She was like, if he can't see what he have, then he will never see what you have. And some men are just not meant to be in a committed relationship, you know. It's like, okay, mom. And she's like, baby, when you're feeling like this, she said, she was like, you know what I want you to do? I was like, well, mama, she was like, I want you to pick that Bible up. I want you to read some scriptures. And she's like, this should make you feel good. And one day I was feeling down and I did what she said. I read a couple of scriptures in the Bible and she was right. It did make me feel good. My mom, she was a believer. She loved God. You know, that's what made me love him, because she loved him. And she showed me that God is real, and how amazing God is. And there's nothing he wouldn't do for his kids. And I was like, okay, Mom, okay. But to get back to what I was saying to you guys at first about me being in denial, about my mom having cancer, I was. Like I was saying, I got her to eat real good, you know, for a couple of months. She was doing good, you know, watching her TV shows, you know, communicating, you know, and communicating with her grandkids, you know, calling and talking to people coming to visit her, you know, and man, she was so happy. Like, I guess she felt like she just didn't think that she had all this support and love. And it looked like she was very shocked about it because people was coming in to visit her, seeing how she was doing. And when I say I was in denial, I did not want to believe that my mom was going to pass away. I was like, I'm going to get this lady better. She's going to be up in no time, you know. Being herself like she always do, you know, and me getting on her nerves like I always do, and bothering her. And I kept pushing her, until she kept getting weak. And before I knew it, she was slowing down on eating, and here I am forcing her. And she was like, I'm trying, baby, but I cannot eat. I was like, Mom, you gotta try a little harder, Mom. I was like, come on, you gotta build your strength up, you know. If you don't eat, you won't have enough strength. She was like, baby, I'm trying. And from there, it just got worse. You know, she started to be in more pain than she ever been in. You know, they had to put this pump on her that she had to carry around with her every day. I tell you, she hated that pump. She hated carrying stuff. I'm gonna tell you that she hated carrying that pump around her. She was like, I just don't want to live my life like this, carrying this pump everywhere I go. She's like, this is getting on my nerves. And I'm like, Mama, I said, you have to, Mama. You know, I said, it's not that bad. And she was like, baby, I don't want to keep doing this, holding this pump, taking it everywhere I go. I was like, yeah, Mama, but, you know, you have to, and you want to stay out of pain. You know, you don't want to be in pain. She was all right with it for 1 minute, and then next minute she was like, I can't take this. Like, get this thing off me. Call Tracy. I don't want this on me no more. I said, Mama, I said, can you please keep it on me because I don't want you to be in pain anymore. And she kept it on. She wasn't happy about it, trust me. That was really tough on my mom. I wouldn't show any emotions. When I found out she had cancer, and then I want to cry in front of her. I just wanted to say positive with her. You know, when I told her she had things from 6 months to a year, it killed my soul. But I had to stay strong for her while we were in that room talking to the doctors. I'm sorry.